From Miss Central PA to Miss Pennsylvania, Miranda Moore is officially beginning her reign this morning as Miss Pennsylvania. She's taking some time out of her busy schedule to sit down, chat with us. Miranda, first off, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Still riding high, I'm sure.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
It is our pleasure. Okay, can you take us back to that moment? Saturday night, you were crowned. Obviously, you work. It's not just like something you decide to do that day. You've worked years for this. What does that feel like to you?
That moment, I don't really remember it. It was such a blur, but it is just the most rewarding feeling. As you've said, I've worked for this for years, and looking back at just the transformation I've had into the woman that I am today because of this organization, it is just the most exciting feeling to know that I'm going to get to serve the state of Pennsylvania for a full year.
And it was really cool. We were talking, you're local, you're from Harrisburg,
Sure.
so that is so cool to have you win this. Obviously, we were saying you were Miss Central Pennsylvania first. How does that help you prepare for this role moving forward?
Well, as Miss Central Pennsylvania, I've actually done quite a few appearances already. I've gotten to sort of travel the state, work with different community organizations, and so I think that's really prepared me for the job. And I also think from a mindset perspective, I was so grateful going into Miss Pennsylvania knowing that as Miss Central Pennsylvania, I already was so happy. You know, I was already living a dream, and I feel like as Miss Pennsylvania now, knowing that I have that foundation to serve the state, I feel so prepared and so confident going into my year of service.
And you guys do a lot of service, some really great things. What are some of the initiatives that you're really looking forward to getting involved with this year?
My community service initiative is Take Action in Fashion, and I talk about the environmental and social impacts of the fashion industry, really focusing on partnerships. So I think that bringing that into my year and being able to establish really strong strategic partnerships with sustainable brands as well as sustainable nonprofits is going to be really rewarding. I'm also a musician. I play clarinet for my talent.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited to sort of work with the music community in Pennsylvania. I've loved working with the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association, talking to young people about music and performing, so looking forward to that. And of course, my career, I'm an environmental engineer, so working with STEM outreach and young people in STEM and showing people what it looks like to be a woman engineer. I can't wait to showcase that as well as Miss Pennsylvania.
Truly a role model for young girls across not just the state, really across the country. What advice do you have for, maybe there's a little girl out there watching, what advice do you have for them that might be looking to follow in your footsteps?
I know it sort of sounds cliche, but really that you can do anything. And I think about, as I said, sort of the transformation that I've undergone from being a part of this organization. And I think sometimes when you see someone in this role as Miss Pennsylvania, you think they just had it naturally or it just came easily to them. And I am really not a natural when it comes to this. I've worked so hard and tried so hard to sort of transform into the woman I am today and to feel confident and to feel empowered in serving our state. So I think to young girls, I would say, don't give up. You know, there's going to be hard things that come along the way, and you may not win your first time. I certainly didn't, but if you stick with it, you can achieve whatever you believe you can, and I'm sort of an example of that today with living my dream as Miss Pennsylvania.
Very cool, Miranda. Miss Pennsylvania, congratulations again. Thanks for joining us this morning, and have fun this year. I know you got a lot of work that you want to accomplish. Hey, if you want to read more about the journey that Miranda took to becoming Miss Pennsylvania, you can head over to our website, fox43.com.